To dividing mixed numbers. Now, this can be really quite tricky, but if you follow the steps, it's really quite straightforward. Okay, straight away, we should already now know how to do dividing fractions by whole numbers from my last video. If not, take a little look back and sort that one out first. Now, once you've got this concept, our first step is to convert this from a mixed number into an improper fraction, or some of you may know it as a top-heavy fraction, but let's try and use the phrase improper fraction. Okay, so straight away I'm going to work out how many 5 is worth. So 5 times 5, okay, is 25. So I'm going to note that down so I don't forget it. 25 add 3 is 28. So I can put 28 over here. Okay, now straight away I know I can transfer this 28 over to here because that's not going to change. Now, from the previous video, we learned that sometimes we have to change our operation. So we now need to do 4 times by the denominator. So 4 times by 5, creating this answer, 28 over 20. Now we know that is an improper fraction because the number at the top is too big. So we now need to simplify it. So first off, we need to work out how many times 20 goes into 28. Well, I know that 20 goes into 28 once. And I know that there was 8 left over out of 20 pieces. Now you can leave the answer as that, but it's still not in its simplest form because I need to work out how I can divide these. Now I can see that these both are in the 4 times table, so I can now divide them both by 4. Okay, still got my 1 whole, but this time 8 divided by 4 is 2, 20 divided by 4 is 5, and that is now in its simplest form. It is okay if you can only get to this stage, but this is our actual correct answer in its simplest form. Okay, let's take a look at another one. 7.5 divided by 5. So we're going to do what we did before. We're going to times this number here, the whole number, by the denominator. So 7 times by 2 is 14. Add the 1 on is 15. Okay, we're then going to transfer our 15 over, because we don't do anything with that. You've seen the pattern happening as we go across. And we're going to pop it here. Then we're going to times our denominator. So 2 times by 5 is 10. Now yet again, as expected, we've got an improper fraction. So we need to simplify it. So again, how many times does 10 go into 15? Well, it goes into it once. How many were left over? 5 over 10. Now straight away, mathematicians in year 6 should spot that this fraction here is equivalent to something else. And I know that this is equivalent to a half because 5 is half of 10. So our actual answer is 1 and a half because they both divided by 5. 5 divided by 5 was 1, 10 divided by 5 was 2. So we've got the correct answer. Remember, you can leave it at this stage, but if it asks for in its simplest form, this is the correct answer. I hope that helps. Watch this back again to make you solve the problems today. Good luck.